What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Watching Paint Dry here on Another Letdown Media. My name is Zach, and this is the show that I do when my wife has gone to sleep on a Saturday night because she's been working all day and she's tired, and I'm not ready for bed yet. So, this is my sort of chill, relax, paint miniatures, listen to Mega Man music, and hang out with you all because my wonderful hecklers. I love you all, and it's fun to do this. So, as with all the shows that we host here on the Another Letdown channel, Handlebars Tomorrow, we believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. So, any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. So, let's do some painting, shall we? Tonight we are working on some the follow-up to the dwarfs that we did last time. These are Hobgoblin runners. For Blood Bowl. There's pretty awesome looking models. They're old. I love the old GW models. I just think they're fantastic. So I got my paint handle here. I got some base coats. Picked up a couple new brushes. Having the one show I watched with an even crazier get to schedule than Ninja Video Club. Yeah. Yeah. So so I did play Sentinels of Freedom a lot earlier this morning. Once I figured it out, it was great. While I was doing that, it was like I felt like I was bashing my head into a wall. RPD was there for a short period of time. Like, I was actually angry, which never happens. You can ask my students that. I never, ever, ever get angry. I was livid today. Until I figured it out. And then once I did, it was fine. So, Twitson, you know why we lost Arkham last night. Why? Because Jack botched a roll, right? Like, that's... Okay, my focus is locked. Okay, so Hobgoblins are a little funky. They are... Because the stars were not right, is what RPD says. Hobgoblins, we never... You're right, I never said come with me on this journey. I didn't say my catchphrase. What is wrong with me? Oh my gosh. I'm an idiot. I didn't say my phrase. I'll have to make sure to double down on it next week. Mystery solved. Okay, so what I was saying is Hobgoblins are a little funky. Their skin is not actually based green. Most goblins have a distinct green skin tone. Hobgoblins don't have that because they are raised in the Chaos Dwarf wastes, and they're sort of tortured. So what they do have, they have actually a Mornfang brown base coat that I use. So that's where we're going to start tonight. Get the flesh coat. And we'll move into the lead belcher for the silver bits and the brass scorpion after that. No, that game is absolutely canon. We're not going to be cheaty, RPD. You know better. Handy oldie base coat brush. And I saw Team Orchid up there. Yeah, how's it going, my friend? Get this little guy out of the way. Maybe. There we go. Got some garbage left over from last week. Alright, we are under the camera. Go to work. So we want this brown to really, like, become the undercoat here. sort of takes the place of the black. What we're going to do is we're going to put a progressive buildup of green highlights over it to give it the trademark goblin green look. But all my hobgoblins start out with brown. There, now I can see what I'm doing. Of all the units in my Chaos Dwarf army, the Hobgoblins are probably my favorite in terms of the ones I've painted, just because they do look particularly unique. I'm very fond of them. And a lot of that comes down to this brown that I'm putting down to give them that sickly look. We're also going to hit them at some point with the brown ink wash instead of my normal Nuln Oil that I use on the dwarfs. Leaders of the Hobgoblins are known as Khans, and they have distinctly Mongolian accoutrement. Or could you say doing well for now? That concerns me. Going off camera, I'm sorry. Last seconds. Oh, gotcha. The D&D game that we were playing in the other day got very, very fun for my Lizardman Barbarian. Had a lot of combat encounters, which made him very happy. Our DM was like, how do you guys keep finding all of the combat encounters? Finding and triggering all the combat encounters. And I'm like, we've got at least one, if not two characters who just like to pound on things. We have a paladin, played by Trevor, who just likes to... Or who's, like, he has a key enemy, basically. Fiends, anything of the subtype fiend. So if he encounters a fiend, he must go after it. Alright, there's our first guy. Sufficiently browned. Stay still. Thank you. Solid. Next. I have many hard to write for characters in play next session, so I gotta be ready. Anything I can help with? That explains why I'm so uncomfortable. I'm sitting on my phone. Come on, get out of there. Not really in this. In this case, it's just they're high charisma, high intelligence characters that are taking things seriously, and I tend to struggle with. Oh, that's fair. My Coslius is a well, he's of average intelligence. Like he can put one and one together, but his charisma is painfully low. He's ugly even for a lizardman. I get hung up on word choices. Oh, that's sort of my specialty, man. Love word choice. I'm like a walking thesaurus over here. Not to be confused with a, other saurus. Not a lizard. Specifically, it's a question of would they use this word or some different variation here. Ah, fair enough. I would say usually if it's the word, if the word's in question, throw it in there. And like what I usually do is like I'll say it aloud. It helps that I do voices. So I'll make a voice for that character and like does it sound right in that voice? And if yes, keep it. If not, either find a different one or go back to a default. Really, Miss Drake? That was fast. I think that can be a really tricky thing if you're writing devils, where exact wording is perhaps the most important thing. Yeah. Or like apostate. I'll look at this more carefully. Okay, so a lot of the other hobgoblins have like their elbows exposed. These ones do not seem to. Not yet, Adam. I gotta get through the ones that are on my desk first. I can't even pull the Brutality minis out yet. Just because of the sheer amount of minis that are on my desk. Also, how's it going, man? And the other thing, like, I still got to get used to having the microphone in front of me while I'm painting. RPD strikes back. No, man, that was horde mode. I'm not throwing my Gears of War minis away. Those are irreplaceable. I am quite well. A certain game involving certain characters of yours had me on pretty strong tilt earlier this morning. But then I figured it out, and it was great. So I can't wait to get back to that. I have so far unlocked Unity and Expatriate. I'm not very far in. But I am absolutely loving Unity, and Expatriate's pretty freaking sweet. Obviously, I mean, you know me better than most people who watch my streams. You know I have a specific bias for Darkwatch. I respect that. I'll be interested to see how the controls work for Switch. But I'm loving the story. Like, the story is excellent, and I'm not even that far in. So, like, there's that. Adam, when are you going to join us for Arkham Horror? I suppose it depends largely on when the baby is cooperating. I need to fix this brush. I honestly, like, I do adore this weird, like, bastardization of Neurosonic that I did. Obviously I couldn't get exactly the power set of a guy who plays with sound, but I came as close as I could, and he's pretty fun, so. In a brief fit of rage, I named him Noob. It's much better. Nice. I think if I hadn't been live, I would have spent more time with it and come a little bit closer, but, like, it's fine. Alright, this guy looks done. You know what? I tell you what, Adam. As soon as you get my overlays done, I will fast track the brutality minis. And you can take that with any level of seriousness that you care about. I'm actually really joking. I really want to do the brutality minis very soon, so. Oh, I gotta look at this. No, okay. I thought his nose might be actually armor, but it's not. That's a good sound. Incidentally, folks, if you're looking for something, not Mega Man to listen to, the Phobos EP, available on Bandcamp by the guitar player for the band Tupperware Remix Party, is really, really good. I just heard it. It's 4 songs. Takes less than 20 minutes to listen to. Well worth it. Figuring out who to make is going to be hard for me, given my big pattern of writing tons of stuff for everyone except the Freedom 5. I mean, yeah, RPD, you've got a bunch of characters. All of which would be really dope for this story. Are you going to use Hearts Heart stuff, or are you... I've not had an easy time rewriting the cutscenes for my gal since she's not a talker. Wraith being all, okay, we need more heroes so we can bring her along, but someone please make sure she keeps her collateral damage to a minimum. Mine is literally just a self-insert. That's fair. Missed. I mean, that's pretty much what noob is too. Like, it's kind of exactly what I would expect myself to be doing, in if imbued with superpowers. Although the hair is definitely an homage to my love of Nightwing. Insert obnoxious dick joke here. I said it, so you don't have to. Oh, whoops. Also, it's so satisfying to stick a pair of T-Rex bots on Mechastalin. Struck it down one to go. Nice save, Orchid. Oh, I love this guy's helmet. Check this out. I don't know how well you can see it. Hold on, let me get some paint in there. You'll be able to see it. There you go. Yeah, Miss Drake found Mechastalin. He's a little bit further along than everybody than others. Well, good luck, Mist. Kick his butt for us. Kick him in... Poke him in the eye. That's what Warhammer painters say, right? Poke him in the eye. Someone on the Underbird server beat you to the end. Well, I mean, there are people, right? Yeah, the tutorial mission like took me way too long and put me on full tilt. Cuz I didn't know what I was looking at. The instructions that it tries to give you or tries to spoon feed you are TLDR. And, like, RPD calls it camera brain. Camera brain tells you, I've played a strategy game before, I know how to do this. And you just don't. Like, the answer is you don't. I should warn Faye about that. She's planning on streaming it this week. I think this guy looks strong. I hope they built an EpiPen into the Mechastalin suit because he's about to get swarmed. Some things could have been better explained. Also, again, camera. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Moving the camera around is a nightmare. I was lucky that I had Miss Drake there who had already figured it out, and he was like, oh, you can just do this. I was like, oh, sweet. You rock, Miss Drake. The number of times people would pop into my stream, and be, especially after Faye raided me, I was like, they were like, oh, how do you move the camera? I'm like, oh, Miss Drake told me it's this. So all credit where credit's due. Big ups to Miss Drake. I don't know that is she doing it tomorrow? I thought she was doing it during the week. I'm probably going to play some tomorrow, but I probably won't do it live. I got a couple other things I want to do it. Tomorrow. I mean, aside from finishing the adaptation of the starter kit for the card game, which is what I'm doing for Handelabra tomorrow. I actually might do some bits of the Sentinels of Freedom story, not probably for about a year or so, on the Handelabra show, just to see how close I can come. But I gotta let that plot be available for a while before I touch it. Incidentally, for those of you who saw it, what did you guys think of the new Tales from the Archive backgrounds that I debuted this morning? Now that I have the green screen all functioning and everything. Okay. I think that is all set. We are good with brown. We have embrowned. That's not a word. Well, I mean, I can show you part of it, RPD. I'll just save it for tomorrow. Better reveal there. Basically, I put the Agents of Stream logo behind me. And I put, like, the background here that you see around, like, the framing was some concept art for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Schmield. But better ones are coming. Can confirm. That's what I was ribbing Adam about. Yeah. Agents of Shaquille got it. Alright, let's go to silver next. Give this a shake. Agents of Kazam. Did you know, RPD, did you know that J-Tro from the FP is in Kazam with Shaquille O'Neal? Jason Trost. Yeah. For real. He's also in This Is the End with like Seth Rogen and company. And he's in that as J-Tro. B-Tro's in it too. Not Brandon Barrera, but Brandon Trost. The OG B-Tro. That completely blew my mind when I looked that up. So it's on IMDb. Give it a look-see. Oh, dear. Oh my gosh, Lead Belcher. Stay open. Stay. While I wipe my hand off. Yeah, a bunch of us watched the FP last weekend, and I was like, oh, I'm going to look it up. Actually, that reminds me. Oh, good grief. Yes, I'm still here. I can't type right now. Never mind. Alright. Punch a microphone out of the way. Not the microphone, but a microphone. Alright, what parts of this guy are going to be silver? I think this shoulder pad will be... No, that shoulder pad's going to be bronze. Oh shoot, I missed this. I missed their ears. Dang it. Oh, I forgot their ears. This guy doesn't actually have any silver on him anyway. Yeah. So, Art Sue was in all Crank 2 as well. That's KCDC. Oh, I like the way that came out. Marksman took down Absolute Zero. Rip Absolute Zero. Again, I love this guy's helmet. Oh, knee pads, be silver. Some of these guys are going to have a lot more silver on them than others. Now I have to chase him down too. Oh no. Wouldn't be a Games Workshop product if there weren't skulls and spikes all over everything. I've stacked about 80 points of hazard damage on Mecha Stalin. Something Skull Thrones. Milk for the cornflakes. Because, you know, Khorne. Okay. Just gotta do the helmet now. You know, that was a mistake on the shoulder there, but I kind of like it. It looks like it's chipped. I'm going to leave it. We'll fix it in layering. Again, I love this guy's helmet. I think it's hysterical. Whoops. Nosedive. Noting a couple of mistakes I was making on some of these. Some of these have absolutely no silver on them at all. This one does. Oh my god, Miss Drake, you beat the game. Well done there, dude. So, worth the investment? Once you get past the bank heist. Nice. Yeah, that bank heist is a bit of a doozy. Does it look like the kind of thing that we'll see more content for down the line? Or is it just kind of a self-contained thing? Oh, the protest mission. I loved the protest mission. I thought that one was dope. I think that's where I started to hit my stride with it. I really, really enjoyed that mission. Also, it's exactly the kind of thing that I would want to do as a hero. When I played at the last area, I opened the last gate before the medics helped the civilians. Oh, see, I didn't even bother with letting the medics help the civilians. I just took an action to do it. My player gen character kind of... He rolled a bunch of 12s, let's put it that way. And cleared the stuff before anybody else had to turn in the action order. In the first couple of waves. So I was just like, oh, well, I'm just going to take the extra actions that I have here and help out the wounded myself. Okay. Alright, I gotta bust out the brown again. Because I missed their ear. I forgot to do their ears. And then we'll go for the bronze. Oh, right. Okay, RPD. Oh, I wanted to say we were very amused by your food posting the other day too. That was funny. Alex was like, "Is RPD making that up?" I'm like, "No, no, no. It's from a game he's playing." Oh, whoops. I can't. I can't get a brush adequately onto his ears. Oh my god. You're just gonna run it back, huh? Cannot see what I'm doing. I guess that's fine. This isn't frustrating at all. I think I got it. I think this is a base coat. So of Heart's Hearth themselves, the only ones who would be available post-Oblivion would be Taylor, whose powers are going to be obnoxious to make in pen and paper and hell to translate to a more limited version, and Jack the Director, who, spare you the long story, has some bad blood with the Wraith and very personal problems with Heritage. So I'm going to go with no on creating them in the game then. Sorry, I need a second. Oh, this guy doesn't have... Oh, yeah, one ear. One ear sticking out. Oh, whoops, that was off screen. As long as the idea that the Freedom Five are the sun and the rest of us should be grateful to be allowed to be the stars in their solar system continues, it's going to be difficult. Yeah, I feel ya. That's exactly why the story that I've been telling over the last couple of years with my crew at home is just completely off-world. Oh my god. Stupid riches. I would write a story that basically disgraced the Freedom Five, though. I would not be above that. All right, next. Whack the mic a bunch. And we'll go into the Brass Scorpion. I love RPD, how, like, you and I especially have done so much contribution for This Is Difficult that difficult or autocorrect just like automatically capitalizes the word difficult now. I don't know if it does it for you, but it definitely does for me. No red pockets! No red pockets! Good, good. Oh, they're auto manual. Yeah, my phone just assumes that difficult needs to be capitalized now. Where'd my brush go? Right here. I'm an idiot. Learning and growing. I kind of built Rockstar, none of the actual mechanics are right, but the name and look is there. Nice. Like, it has given me some of the specific lines I'm proudest of. Opening narration of an issue. No man is an island unless your name is Parsons. Second line, I haven't figured out the same effect. Unless your last name is Parsons. The world doesn't revolve around you unless your last name is Parsons. That is incredibly gritty and street level, and I'm absolutely in love with it, RPD. I might steal that for Tales from the Archive at some point. Actually, can you message that to me? Because I definitely want to use that for something at some point. I don't know what. I think that's really funny. This guy's looking good. Do you have any idea how hollow hearing you talk about sacrifices? Ah, these lines are so good, RPD. I want to use them. And I will use them. I will be stealing those from you. Do it. Do it. Do it. And there's your contribution from Steve from the Skulls Department. I can only imagine Jack's reaction if he heard about Wellspring and that thing he's complaining about. 1 second. Sorry, RPD. All right, this one's gonna be fun. Lots of bronze on this guy. Oh, awesome. I was a little skeptical about this much bronze on his shoulder, but I think I like it. I can only imagine Jack's reaction if he learned about Wellspring and that thing he's complaining about is genuinely 100% as the monarchs of old described themselves, a divinely mandated birthright. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be happy with this one, but I actually really am. Move backward. Do-do-do-do-do. Swap. So far, Insane is proving not bad. You skip the prologue. Oh, it allows you to skip the prologue. That's nice. Does that skip the whole bank thing? Oh, wow. That's a huge skip. My music seems to have stopped itself again. That's an incredibly frustrating scene. Now, the bank, though, on the other hand, like, really does... You go straight into the Kiro here, right before Freedom Plaza. Wow, that's nice. The bank, like, the fact that it drops you right into a fight with Ermin and Fright Train, like, that's really cool. I like that. And I think that's why I wanted it to be a little more straightforward, is, like, that's a good, like, get you used to the game fight. And I think it was just a little mishandled. But it sounds to me like they fixed that, so... Or they've attempted to. Okay. I don't see any other... Oh! He's got a belt buckle. Nice. Two more for embronzification. Old Steve from Skulls. It helps that you built your character to have base 10 AP. Wow. I mean, once you figure out what all this stuff means, like, creating a really strong character is probably a little easier. Mine has a lot of action points. Like, I am pleased with that. He has more than, or I would say above average action points. I'll get right there, RPD. Hold on one second. My favorite line that's less about attacking Heritage's family and more about what's his problems with the way Freedom Plaza prevents itself. Clear his throat. Unless I miss something, 10 is the max. So then, yeah. Then I maxed it out. Because Noob definitely has 10. Consistently. Yeah, I think that's about it for this dude. leaving us with one more. I like the cape. The cape is something we can all put on. I'm fine with the ring. Every business can have a family one. Although I worry about the amount of consent involved. The crown is where my problems begin. Though if anybody has earned it, it's him. While I despise the throne he's built, to me the throne is proof that the part of his mind that drove him to become Iron Legacy is alive and well in the back of his mind. Oof! Oh, that's harsh, RPD. Wow, you can... So, the more I work with these, the more I realize how tired I was last week when I was doing the base coating on them. Because I missed a lot. Like, I missed this guy's whole hat, somehow. With the red. I think I was going to try and do something clever with it, and then I changed my mind. So we're just going to do some patching up with the red here real quick. Then we'll move on to something more exciting. Red patching. Like, it is, but keep in mind that statement is meant to be the climax of the attacks. Yeah. Hey! Morgan's here. Morgan is one of the lovely people that I play Sentinels RPG with. You know, when we can actually go inside the store. Although I really, really, really badly want to get back to a point where I can play on Roll20 or something, because I miss it. I miss you guys. I get to hang out with Jared every week because we play Arkham together on Tabletop Simulator. That's been great. We got our butts handed to us yesterday in Arkham. RPD was calling it the Arkham Horde mode. Because like every monster in the bag was out to get us. We had like 4 people fired from drawing monsters. It was ugly. So right now I'm just doing some base coating on some hobgoblins. These are very similar to the ones that I recently put in the cabinet in the store. But these are for Blood Bowl. That's why they're on the round bases. And I realized that last week when I was starting these off, I was incredibly tired and missed large swaths of area of model that should be red and aren't. Exacerbated by areas where the primer didn't stick. Which is not uncommon with these older models. This guy sorely needs repair. Got this whole area under his, well, Steve from Skull's contribution that got missed somehow. So just patch that right up. Same with right on his belly. And above his knee. So initially I made this mistake on his shoulder here. I thought it looked kind of like it was just weathering, but turns out I don't like it. So I'm just gonna fix that real fast. A little bit more under his skull. There we go. Get some up on this sleeve. There we go. Nice, nice. There's that. Tachyon has put herself last in the initiative order. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic there or not, Mist. I don't use Tachyon much. Although I think I might try her out in the level that I was working on when I was getting hungry at the end of my stream earlier. Alright, undercoating is all set. Thank goodness. I'll show you what these look like as soon as I put this paint away. Anyway, let's get away from that character assault, shall we? Most of them are part of what that's called the Challenger Initiative, which was created partially to stop the Parsons family from being able to make heroing a monarchy and or devolve with the Delaire, which is much sneakier and shadowier in its operations than the Freedom 5. Fun fact, the medics in the park mission can be killed. Yes, I did know that. I did know that. I can't remember. I know you didn't tell me that, but someone did. Might have been Shamali. Alright, next up for these duders. Yeah, you can get pedantic. Go for it. I think we gotta go into the lighter green. Oh, did it not work? That's interesting. I think my alerts may not be working. Oh well. Dalar. Okay, got it. Yeah, no, that's that's helpful. All right. Okay, so I don't actually have my green out here, which is interesting. Sorry, everybody. I'm looking at something here real quick. Alright, whatever. Okay. So, I guess I need to find the green? No, I need to find the base coat for the khaki, which is right here. That was easy. I just ordered a, like, MDF tray rack thing that I can put all the paint, or a bunch of paints that aren't here, I'll do this. I ordered an MDF thing that sort of enhances or expands this zone here. So we don't have that problem anymore. So I don't have paints just banging around all over my desk. Because that's no fun. Alright, so now we're doing all the wraps and belts and things. Of which there are a few. Quite a few. Now I'm not going to do things like the laces on the front of his shirt yet. Because there's too many red layers that are going to interfere with that. Whoops. Basically, the second syllable is a hard R. Dalar. Dalarg? No, Dalar. Okay. No, I appreciate the correction, RPD. It helps me pronounce things. My English pronunciation is very good because, obviously, first, it's my primary language. And my French pronunciation is actually very good, too. But other languages that are not those, you've reached the ambush gazebo. Ambush gazebo, ambush gazebo, ambush gazebo. Whoa. Something just alerted. I don't know what it was. Kinda don't care. Alright, this guy's all set for that stuff. Move to this guy. Need to reset the brush though. Just good to know that since the leader's the Dalar, I'll have titles prefixed with Dalar. Okay. That is good to know. And that's interesting, too. So I realize I'm glopping this on a little bit heavy. A lot of, this is going to get an ink wash that's going to bring a lot of this detail back. Okay. Yep, this guy's good. Almost. Okay, cool. He's good. You're going to get the first hint, not just for you, but even for the hypothetical readers of the production, once we finally do a Darkwatch the crossover of just who, what the Dalar are. Sorry, my computer's giving me grief here. There we go. Okay. How long does it take you to paint this one in particular? So it takes about. So I do them in batches of 6, or I'm doing these ones in batches of 6. If I were to sit down and paint just one, only a couple of hours. But because I do them in groups. It takes a little bit longer. It took me RPD, what was it? 3 2-hour sessions to do the 6. The last 6. The ones we finished last week. I can go get those, actually. Hold on. I'll be right back. So this is one of the ones I did over the last couple of weeks. On stream. This is on the way. This... I love the Mega Man music plays a fanfare as soon as I show this one off. So this one guy on his own, probably like 3 hours. But doing them in groups is a little bit slower. Or something like this guy. Oops, I just fell off his base. This one I did a long time ago. That's not a long paint job. That's like hour and a half, maybe. This guy's all set. And there are methods that allow you to paint a miniature much faster than the way I do it. Airbrushing, using the contrast paints are two popular techniques that I do not employ just because I'm a control freak, I guess. If you were to guess. Morgan, you've seen almost all the ones I've painted. Like, I don't keep any miniatures here. They all live at the store. Let's see. You know about the ones in the cabinet. You know about the ones in the black case, which are really bad. You know about the Tarrasque that Alex and I did. You know about the one we did for Russ. The one I did for the several that I'd done for Adam and company. But if I had to put a number on it, that number would be very large. It'd be at least 7, says Miss Drake. Airbrushing's for putting Frank Frazetta paintings on the side of your van. I forgot about that. Paint jobs that I'm actually proud of, I think, is another thing. Like, Chartor. It's one of the big Chaos Dwarf models. I'm very proud of. Violet Heart for Maggie. I was really proud of that. Fountainhead, I was really proud of. But that was more, I was proud of the modeling job than more proud of the modeling job than the painting job. I did a Boba Fett a long time ago that I was really proud of. That was another kit bash. I think that was probably the first model I was ever actually proud of. Nice. Way to go, Mist. Crushing it, buddy. Crushing it. That's a lot of hours. That's the kind of stuff that people around here don't tend to do unless they're me. What, put 8 hours a day into a game? Need I remind you of the Gardens of Salvation? Which I finally did get Whisper the Worm RPD. So now I'm not just blasting it mindlessly with Suros Regime with a Crucible weapon. If we ever decided to bash our heads against that wall again, which I don't think anybody's willing to. Poor Paul. Like, he got us all into the game and then burned us all out. Garden Saturdayvation, yeah, that's true. Accurate. And I'm pretty confident I was not the only player who got in trouble with his or her significant other over Garden of Saturdayvation. Oh, wow. I mean, I have put in what you saw, and I will definitely be putting in more time tomorrow. But like, this is an experience I kind of want to last, you know. All right, so only thing left to base coat is their hair, and for that we need Mechanicus Standard Gray. It's also replayable due to how few units you can bring at a time, too. Yeah, for sure. I gotta say, my favorite level so far is that rooftop one, where you're alternating back and forth between, you know, two people on the street and expatriate in the sky. I just think that's super cool. That was a neat level. The achievement for beating the game on hard has been earned by 0.01% of players. Mistrake with his 0.01% privilege. I'm messing with you, man. Oh, can't handle. That would help. Were you really? I don't know. Like, I mean, you all know that I'm not very good at games. Well, this guy doesn't have hair showing. So I'm never likely to be the first to beat a game. But again, like I said, this one's kind of one that I want to slow roll my way through and really appreciate. Christopher and Adam talk all the time about how much Sentinel Comics has given them. It's given me an awful lot too. I mean, even just this stream would not be possible without Sentinel Comics. Oh, I'm off camera. Sorry. There are intel drops. I don't know what they are and or how you get them. Well, such is life, right? I don't know how you get intelligence either. I'm a teacher. Hi, I'm a teacher who cannot give you intelligence. Would you like my autograph? All right. That's base coating. I guess we move on to green? Yep, let's bust open the ye olde paint box. See what we need. It's also very possible. So here's War Boss Green. Let's actually take a look at the app here. It would help if I could find the right shade that I was going with. Is it no, it's not that one. Sorry, this makes for really exciting TV. Marvel as Zach tries to remember which color he used for... his hobgoblins. I might actually be into inking here. I can't even begin to imagine how much of myself I owe to pressing that link on a TV Tropes page back in early 2017. It's not Moot Green. It's gotta be this Nurgling Green. Okay, I found it. I found it. More or less. So I do have to lay down the layer, the first layer here before I do inking. So go ahead and do that, and then we'll hit it with ink. How much of this did I run over? A ton of it. The one problem with my green screen is it sits immediately behind me, so I can't move my chair at all. Which is incredibly frustrating. We'll start to make these guys look a little more like hobgoblins, shall we? Actually, I need to change brushes too. There should be a medium layer. It's a brand new brush. Just picked it up today. Marvel in its beauty. Or something. Oh, I could just color match it. That's why I've got this thing. So these layer paints that I'm using are semi-transparent, which means you can see, that's the reason I laid down the brown first. I love the slap bass here. Commander Meowch would be proud. Lead slap bassist for Twerp. So there you go. You can see some of the brown poking through. See that green? Once we hit that with some ink, that'll dull out a little bit. This new brush working wonders for what I'm trying to accomplish here. Sentinels is one of the few things you kept from your toxic college roommate. That's... I'm not sure how to respond to that, Mist. Because I, too, had toxic college roommates. So I get you. Specifically, that was my sophomore year. But I'm pleased to say that last year, just before my band was supposed to take the stage at the school talent show, I got a call from that roommate, and he apologized. He made amends. And I was like, that is so cool. And the guys and I played the show of our lives. It was great. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That is pretty rough. Going on 4 years and no contact. Yeah. I mean, it was 12 years we didn't talk to each other, and he called me last year, and it was really cool. I don't know that we'll ever be, friends, but it was really nice of him to reach out. Especially, like, his timing couldn't have been better. Like, I was nervous because, going up on stage, and it really. Oh, that was too much. I don't know if I can dab that off or not. Yeah, I got it. Okay, we're good. Everything's fine. I was. Might know if I did his face. I doubt there will ever be contact again because I really can't stand to forgive for all the things he did. Oh, again, like, I don't. I'd come to terms with what had happened. I didn't expect it, but it was really nice when it happened. And I think the fact that I didn't expect it was why it was so nice when it happened. Is like, that's cool. All right, there we go. We're starting to see a hobgoblin take shape here. At the back of his leg here. All right, there he is. Five more to go. And it is 12:30 in the morning. Yeah, I hear you, Morgan. I think I'm probably going to call it there, too. I can, problem being, is we're going to start this up next week, and we're going to do... no, we'll be fine. Because I can bring in... Oh, man. If I don't get to inking tonight, it's going to be a really short stream next time. While we wait for ink to dry. No, you know what? I can start on the Bull Centaurs next time while ink dries. So that is where I'm going to call it for the night. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. This is always a lot of fun. we will finish up with the War Boss Green and some inking with these next week, and then I'll start in on some Bull Centaurs while those dry, and then we'll move into the first layers the first, like, not base layers on these. So yeah, I will be back on the Handelabra Games channel tomorrow night at 7 for Tales from the Archive. We're going to finish up the Sentinels of Freedom starter kit part 2. It's going to be great. And then I will be back here on Thursday night for Zach Sucks at Games. Probably playing some more Mega Man Battle Network. But might do Hollow Knight instead. Don't know yet. We will decide day of. Depends on how I'm feeling. And then, of course, we'll be back on Friday for Trapped in Arkham. And we'll be back here again on Saturday for more of this. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye.